We're putting our stupidity into the public eye.
I have a math disability. Don't judge too hard on the math questions. There's a reason I went to trade school.
We're fucking idiots.
Oh, yeah.
We have been out of school, this is gonna sound terrible, by the way, for 7 fucking years. I don't know exactly what NASA stands for.
Negative aerospace sent afar.
It's a sea lion. They give live birth. And a mammal is just something that gives live birth.
Sea lions are a real thing.
If a car is traveling at 40 miles per hour...
If I have 12 watermelons and I throw 4 of them at the local homeless man, how much do I have left?
If Susie...
You have a homicide case!
If Susie is found with 4 stab wounds, but only 2 of the 4 people that were with her had knives, how many times did Ricky and Bobby stab that bitch?
If I have 6 dildos and I shove 2 of them up my ass, how many more dildos do I have left?
What's the worst thing you have going on right now, health-wise?
Right now?
Yeah.
Health-wise, mental or physical?
Physical.
Okay.
Physical
yeah,
health-wise,
right.
yeah. Let's just stick to that. While you're thinking of, while you're putting your mind towards something physical instead of mental.
I already got it loaded up.
All right, go ahead.
So, it's up in my toe.
Your toe? What's wrong with your toe? Because for me, it's the exact same thing.
It's like a mass on it.
What the fuck? What kind of a mass are we talking about? By the way, this is hard to open, huh? Buffalo Trace. We gave you a shout out before. This is your actual Buffalo Trace, brought by our good friend of the show, Colin.
Who's your favorite Buffalo? Mine's OJ.
Dude, another OJ reference on the show. We're just referencing a bunch of callbacks already. Is that good?
Yeah.
A little more?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
My favorite Buffalo. I'm starving right now, so when you say that, I'm thinking bison, like steaks and burgers and shit. I'm so fucking hungry. So when you said that, that's I think food when I think of that. We are probably gonna eat some weird shit tomorrow, by the way, and I'm very excited for that. We're going to a hunting expo for our good friend, Paid to Go. Support the cause. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's good bourbon. That's good bourbon. Buffalo Trace is probably the best bang for your buck bourbon there is out there.
Shout out OJ.
Shout out OJ. My favorite Bill. Is that what you're basically saying? Your favorite Buffalo Bill?
Yeah.
All time? Because, like, yours is
well,
OJ.
who's done the most?
What are you referring to as far as who's done
Just
the most?
Just in terms of kill count.
Kill count. Not Call of Duty, right? Because Isaiah McKenzie was... I think it was Isaiah McKenzie that was like Call of Duty legend.
We're going real world.
If that's
stats.
the case, I don't think we can consider anybody other than OJ.
See, that's what I mean.
I mean, unless there's some skeletons in like Bruce Smith's closet, or, if we're actually going like favorite Bill ever, I don't really care. They don't mean anything to me.
So his answer's OJ.
I'll say OJ then.
Yeah, no,
I was gonna say Thurman Thomas.
I thought you were going to say Uma Thurman. I was like, what?
She wants to dance like Uma Thurman. I don't give a fuck about the Bills, honestly.
Yeah.
People have, especially recently, I've had conversations with people saying the Buffalo Bills are the only real New York football team. Fuck all of you. I get it, okay?
In a technicality, sure, but...
Sure. They play in Toronto from time to time. So, I mean, I get it. I understand. I just think that the reason why we don't have football in the city is because there's no fucking room to put a stadium. Like, the Mets and the Yankees are basically, the Knicks play in MSG, the Rangers play in MSG.
What is a Met?
I don't fucking know.
What's a...
Google that. I'm curious. Jamie, look that up.
Jamie.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Jamie's out today.
Jamie's out today. Jamie's been out since episode 0.
Mets stands for Metropolitan City of Baseball.
Okay, at least it has a meaning. What is
Metropolitan Baseball Club.
So, like the Knicks, like the Knickerbockers.
Knickerbockers.
What is that? What is a Knickerbocker?
Which, careful.
That's why I'm putting a lot of emphasis on the k. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is that?
Just in case.
Can you look that up as well, and then I will stop.
What
forcing you
what
to
is
Google stuff.
I'm not going to say it again.
Not that people care. I'm wearing a Mets jersey. If you're not watching on YouTube, I got it for $30 It's Jacob DeGrom. He's not on a team no more. That's why it's $30. I just really liked it. You know, I'm a New York guy. I'm a Yankees fan. But anyway, what is a New York Knick? What does the Knick mean?
Knickerbockers after Father Knickerbocker, the symbol of New York City.
Okay, so there's history. There's reasons for that.
Father
okay.
Knickerbocker.
So you being like encyclopedia of Chicago Bears knowledge, right? I'm fairly positive you've explained this to me already in the past, but I'd like to, why are they called the Bears?
Oh, well. See,
you know it immediately. I love that.
Back when George Halas was making a football team, he was like, he looked at the Chicago Cubs and he was like, I want to keep it in that vein. And he was like, Bears, big Cubs, works great. Then he's like, oh, well, what's the color scheme we're going to work with? He looked at the Illinois college team and he was like, orange and blue. That's pretty good.
And it's beautiful. Orange, navy, blue is a great combo. A fucking gorgeous one. Yeah. It's one of
and
the
then
best.
The Cincinnati Reds stole our fucking logo.
They did. That did happen. I'm sure that there's tons of those C's out there. I mean, the Cubs is a little different. You know what I mean?
It's like, it's in that...
like the Packers and Georgia football.
You always see them like on high schools.
Yeah. Yeah. Like which we didn't have like.
No, we didn't have anything.
We did. We had the D and the V. That's it, though. We didn't have anything on our helmets. We're just plain white helmets. Like Penn State. Penn State was the plain white helmet.
I think that's what they were looking for.
I think that is.
Yeah, it was It was a mix of Penn State and the Raiders.
I like the simplicity, though.
I do
There's
too.
something nice about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the Cardinals came out with new uniforms.
Yeah, not great.
I don't hate them, though.
The more I look at them, the less I like them.
I really like the whites. I think they did really well on the whites, on the aways.
Clip that.
Oh, no. I am going to clip that, actually.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
Clip that. Yo, that one clip of, from the Bachelor episode when you were saying just means they're a fucking dude, love it. And I said, clip that, and I looked at the camera. Yo, that shit had me going.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a fun time.
Because you like men.
Big fan of them.
Are you? Yeah, I'm a fan of a lot of men, but I'm not, I'm
not saying in that way, But, anyways.
I don't hate the Cardinals' new uniforms. I'm excited to see what the Panthers roll out, because the Panthers are the other team. There's so much potential there, dude.
There was so much potential.
I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that they're going to go dangerously close to what the Cardinals are.
Enough.
They're better. Can we agree that they're better than their old uniforms at the very least? Because their old ones were terrible.
They were really basic, yeah.
It's not that they were basic. They were so blocky and that was like one of the last few teams that still had their Reebok jersey style.
Yeah.
And no disrespect, Reebok was fine for a while.
Reebok.
There was a handful of jerseys that sucked.
Shout out Reebok.
The Reebok Bills jerseys were fucking horrendous. Remember those navy blues with like the red lines and those weird blocks? And
the early 2000s Bills?
Yeah.
Oh.
Horrible.
The white helmets?
I believe
they still have white helmets.
They had the red helmets.
They still
alternate
have white
as
helmets
well.
Now. Yeah, the red. Yeah, I knew they had different helmets. I just what was I gonna say?
Panthers. I believe you were about to say something about the Panthers.
Well, no, because I felt like the Cardinals had like such a great color scheme to work with too.
Black, red, and white. Can't fuck
but
it
I
up.
will say,
I like the addition of the silver. They did add some silver in
I know
there.
that's absolutely beautiful. I love the sides
on the away,
shoulders.
because they didn't do that on the home.
No.
Home's just all red, which I don't hate.
They did it on the white and the black. The black alternative. They also did it with the Cardinals with the stripes. Same stripes that are on the legs.
So
too.
here's my thing with that. I think there's a couple of things that they could have done to make it significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the big Arizona across the chest plate I don't like. Make it really small. Make it say
Atlanta
Cardinals.
made that mistake for you. Why don't we?
Yeah,
learn
well,
from
that's
the
like
bad
the only thing
uniforms?
wrong with Atlanta's uniforms at this
Yeah.
point. I didn't like them when they came out at all. There's nothing,
No.
but they've grown on me
I
since.
still don't like the color grading. When
That
it
I don't
starts
like
out
either. I don't
red
like
and
that.
Goes into black.
I think
It's
that
a
there's
cool
a time
idea, it
for
just
that,
doesn't work.
but as a primary uniform or as something
Yeah.
that you wear consistently, no.
Yeah.
I think there's a way that the Cardinals could have made that uniform gorgeous though. They could have went with what they did, right?
Their helmets are
On
very
that
nice.
on
though.
that red one, bro, that red on their red one, if they had just eliminated the Arizona on the chest,
Mm-hmm.
put it in really small letters like cursive like they have them in baseball,
Or just like the abbreviation of Arizona too.
AZ.
Yeah.
Sure, I would have just in small words cursive wrote Cardinals, right? And then keep with everything else that they had,
Mm-hmm.
but make a black outline instead of a silver one because on the red it should be the black because that's their other color. I think their primary color might even be black
Because the red one, it looks too much like Ohio State to me.
without the silver pants, which is why Ohio State's is so gorgeous. And Ohio State's, and I'm a Penn State guy, but Ohio State's they what they do with their silver helmet is gorgeous. They have things that complement it and make it because I don't think the NFL does uniforms anywhere nearly as great as college does.
No.
College uniforms are like it. You'll be hard pressed to find one that isn't gorgeous.
The Arizona Cardinals helmets are very nice though,
Yeah,
with the specks in them.
the last
Everything,
year, the
silver
one that they
specks.
made for last year
Well, they continued that with
with the black uniform.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, all of the uniforms. Like the white ones have like silver specks in them.
Oh, that I did see that.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous, and
No,
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But so the other thing I would have done with them, like I said, I would have done the black outline on the number, to give it a little bit more contrast and make it look nicer. I'm a designer, I guess. All of a sudden, but I would have also put, and this would have been, I would have just put feathers on the lapels of the jersey, on all
like,
of them.
Like on like the
Collar,
yeah.
yeah, but like from the collar and over the shoulders, just a little bit. It would have just been gorgeous, and that would have separated them. At teams. Like, for instance, when the Eagles were wearing the Kelly Greens and their helmet had the wings on it, like, that was their version of the wings. Gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful.
That was one of the best jerseys ever. I'm a Giants fan.
I'm glad they're bringing them back too.
They
Yeah.
are.
They're
Like, the NFL, I think, is doing the right... I think they're heading in the right direction, but whoever is making the final decisions on them are not doing it 100%, because they're heading in the direction of simple and modern again. Because remember when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had like the alarm clock font and shit? That was disgusting. The Jaguars went through a terrible uniform period. Like, there was a couple of teams that were just disgusting for a long
That's
time.
something I am very fortunate to have as a Bears fan. We never went through that.
No, you
Our
guys have had
uniforms
the same
been
uniforms.
The same throughout the years.
And they've been timeless. But that's because they're timeless. There's not a whole lot of teams that can say... Like, the Giants can't even
too,
say
yeah.
that. No, they can't.
Oh no.
No, because we ditched the royal blue that we had, went for a regular blue, and we don't have red outline on our numbers anymore. It's just
yeah.
white numbers. And the Giants alternates, the Royals that they came out with this year, that's what our primary uniform should be. Our primary home jersey
with that.
should be our alternate throwback royal blues, and our primary away jersey. Look, we won 2 Super Bowls wearing the white and red.
Yeah.
Okay, we won 2 Super Bowls with Eli. Okay. Shout out. I know you're listening, Eli.
Shout out,
I
Eli.
fucking love you, bro. Fuck everybody that disrespected you, man.
You're listening. You're
We know the Manning
on the
brothers.
other
The
side
whole
of this
Manning
camera.
family listens. They're habitual listeners. We know that. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Arch, hope you have
How you
a
doing,
hope
Archie?
you go to a team that you know in 2025. Shout out to you, buddy.
did a great job.
So there's a place in my heart from a sentimental value to the Reebok era jerseys that we had, but they should be like the all white alternates, the color rush that we have, the all white with the blue numbers and the red outline.
Yeah.
And then the all blue that we came out with this year, with the red outline, those should be our primary uniforms moving forward, like permanently.
Right.
And if we want to break out a throwback and bring the white and reds out and bring the Reebok blues out, I would never have a problem with that because they're still great jerseys. They're simple and they're nice.
Yeah.
You know who did a really nice jersey update relatively recently that I feel like most people just didn't even know about? The Colts. The Colts went with just standard numbers and added like a little horseshoe effect on every number, and they look great.
Yeah.
Like, it just takes it to another level.
No, yeah. No, they just got to get their team on track. But
They might draft a good quarterback. Who knows? There's a lot of potential. By the way, at the time of recording this, it's what was today's date? I don't know if this is accurate. That's not accurate. It's April 22nd, right? Can you confirm that?
Yes, it is.
April 22nd. So we record these about a week and a half in advance
Earth
because
Day.
Yo, Earth Day.
Earth Day.
Shout out to Mother Earth.
We're all on it.
That means we are 5 days
Not
away
for
from the
long.
draft. Did you know that?
What's
Draft
that?
is this Thursday.
Ooh.
So that should be interesting
Ooh.
for some teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to see what the Cardinals, or not the Cardinals, the Panthers do. Because
they
there's
have great
so
colors.
much potential. Carolina blue is one of the nicest colors there is. Like North
Yeah.
Carolina, like
I hope their
the
jerseys
college.
are like blue instead of black.
If it's not that, it'd be a shame. They're gonna do what the Cardinals did. They're gonna have a black, they're gonna have a blue, and then they're gonna have a white.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, fuck the white if you're the Panthers. Go
Fuck
with a
that.
silver jersey. Go with a silver away jersey. I don't know, maybe not. It
Well, I
probably
don't
won't
think
look great.
no one would be mad at you for saying fuck the whites.
Except for like the people that are boycotting Bud Light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I've been told. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at you with the fucking leg swing. All right. So, Colin, we have established. I thought I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I have it on airplane mode. I probably didn't put it on Do Not Disturb. So that's going to be a little troubling. Sorry for the dinging in the background. I wonder if I can turn that off from here. Stop! Can I mute it?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my autumn
Oh,
girl.
okay, I can mute that. Alright, so, throughout, and this will be episode 12, so throughout the previous 11 episodes, we've established a couple things about ourselves. Fun-loving people.
Right.
Love bourbon, clearly. And, you know, you like Twix, I like Reese's. Things like that. You're a bachelor. I am nearing the end of my life. And,
As we all are. So this Earth's getting real hot.
what else have we covered? You have a didgeridoo. I didgeridoo.
Yes. Still in the back of my car.
Is it really?
Yes.
You haven't taken it out yet?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's just sitting there.
Should probably didgeridoo that.
Get
Among the things that we've established, including our friend Mike, who established his favorite Pop-Tarts with us, one thing that we've definitely just fucking carved in stone is that we're fucking idiots.
Oh yeah.
So dumb, to the point where we're putting our stupidity into the public eye. And while I do believe to an extent I'm a smart person in certain ways, and I believe you are in the same ways,
We all got
I
our
think
niches.
we're really going to have a hard time with today's episode. Because,
I'm gonna need to give a prefix.
go ahead.
I have a math disability. Don't judge too hard on the math questions. You go ahead.
He's saying that because today on the Whiskey Talks podcast, we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? For those of you that aren't familiar, and I highly doubt anybody really at this point is
Everyone
unfamiliar,
knows it.
that there's a popular game show, I would say, in the mid-2000s, so like 2012 or something like that, and I think it probably fell off a cliff after that, called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, where grown-ass adults would go on the show and answer questions that are on like quizzes and shit for people in 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st grade, I think maybe even
13th.
kindergarten.
15th,
No, those aren't things. So,
16th grade's where it gets.
and some of those questions, I remember, you know, when you're in school, you retain it a little easier because you're fresh into it.
I definitely did.
Can we argue? Can we also establish that we are out of school if we're not counting some college and
Well,
trade school?
my college wasn't a college.
College
it was
and
a
trade school. If
Yeah.
we're eliminating those years, we have been out of school. This is gonna sound terrible, by the way, for 7 fucking years. Yeah. It's been 7 years since we attended school, and you know we've done well for ourselves. However, I
Well,
would
speak for yourself.
What I'm saying is we have not since then have had the need for the Pythagorean theorem.
Right.
Or, you know, E equals MC squared.
Pythagorean, I barely know him.
We haven't had a need for it. So, our knowledge might not be there anymore. I was in some smart classes. I might not have applied myself as much as I should have, but I was okay. I was a little book smart, you know? I mean, I know why are you shaking your head?
There's a reason I went to trade school.
Okay, that's where we'll leave that, I guess, right? Let's grab the top, shall we? People like it when I bust out the laptop. I don't know why, but they like when I bust out the laptop.
Oh yeah, you were told.
Yeah. Something
Bust.
about the when we have episodes
bust.
that require the laptop, it's they've done well. Like people are like have enjoyed, the questions because like here in this world we have a lot of things that no matter what we think and our opinions on things, there are certain things in life that everybody deals with universally. Like for instance, when we talk about food, everybody eats it. You know what I mean? Not all people might.
Relatable topic.
Exactly. Not everybody might eat a Pop-Tart. Right? There are people out there that don't eat Pop-Tarts. My fiance
There are people out there that don't eat cereal and cheese.
like you.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think there's anyone
but
out
food
there
is a
that does
universal topic. And life in general, and for the most part, education from a young age is a relatively universal topic.
Right.
So today, we are going to either prove ourselves wrong that we're not fucking morons, or we're going to come out here and look like straight tards. So a little bit of back history. So the show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader originally premiered as a 3-episode special in 2007. But
Shout out 2007.
Yo, shout out 07.
Heelys.
Big year. Yo, Heelys were huge. Never had them. You ever have Heelys?
Hannah Montana. Yeah, I did.
You had?
Yeah.
Your parents let you have Heelys? My mom
Yeah.
wouldn't let me.
I was too scared to put the wheels in.
But you just wore, like... They kind of look like... fuck them. Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
Huh.
I gotta edit last week's episode again. Anyway, never mind. So, it was so popular, though, that it came back as a game show in 2009. It was hosted by Jeff Foxworthy, which I thought was interesting.
Shout out Jeff Foxworthy.
Shout out. We know you're listening too. Like the whole, that whole group of people. Hosted by Jeff Foxworthy and paired adults, to try to prove their knowledge with actual 5th graders. So I remember we don't have the option to call on a 5th grader right now for help if we need it.
That'd be concerning. If we just had a 5th grader.
Just like ready to
pull
go.
him up!
Like, drag him out of the fucking crawl space. Anyway.
Drag him out from behind the space heater and,
but you wouldn't, I feel like we wouldn't believe how most grown adults don't retain a lot of the knowledge from early education.
Right.
And I can tell you right now, after the first question, you are not going to have a good time. So, let's just jump right into it. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Is that the theme?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No.
Should I play it, or will we get a copyright strike?
I don't know.
Fucking, let's just... copyright strike? Hold on. Damn, that sounds like shit, huh? Good enough. That's gonna be fucking terrible to listen to. I promise you. All right,
really
Colin. The first question is a math question. Ready?
Yeah.
Or do you know what? Let's just not do this. I'm kidding. We're gonna do this, but like, wouldn't it be nice if we just didn't have to?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if we just didn't confirm to the people watching that we're fucking morons?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice if something... That's all I know.
Damn it.
Wouldn't it be nice? It is a great song. I just don't retain those lyrics. Okay, so the first question, it doesn't tell me like... Okay, this is 4th grade math. 4th grade. So like, at some point in life, we may have kids. We may. Right? We're going to have to help our children with their homework, bro. And one of the questions could be...
Can't even help myself.
The following. If a car is traveling at 40 miles per hour, how long...
Bullshit.
This sucks already.
If I have 12 watermelons and I throw 4 of them at the local homeless man, how much do I have left?
If Susie...
You have a homicide case.
If Susie is found with 4 stab wounds, but only 2 of the 4 people that were with her had knives, how many times did Ricky and Bobby stab that bitch?
If I have 6 dildos and I shove 2 of them up my ass, how many more dildos do I have left?
Oh my god. Okay, so if a car is traveling, fuck that. You know what we're gonna do? Nah, we'll work on it. If a car is traveling at 40 miles an hour, how long will it take the car to go 90 miles? Do you want to do this separately, or you want to work as a team? Because I would like to work as a team. I think we can use all the help that we can get.
I think we should combine our brains.
So here's what we're gonna do in this question, right? If we're gonna do that,
Give me your head.
I'm a math. My majors were always math. That was one of my strong
really?
suits. Yeah, so I was always math, physics, science.
I was
right?
like really.
I fucking hated.
What's
all
the
of
opposite of major? Minor.
that. Yeah,
I was really
minor in math.
minor in math.
Well, technically, when you minor in something, you're still decent at it.
No, that's not what I mean.
From a college perspective.
It's not what I mean. I didn't
So,
go to college.
I'm gonna do this in my head. So, 40 miles per hour. Right? It takes you an hour to go 40 miles. Did you know that that's how it works? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Which means 160 miles would be 4 hours. So you still have 30 miles to go, which is 3/4 left of the way that you need to go. Correct?
Right.
Which means 3/4 of an hour is 45 minutes. So the answer to this question is 4 hours and 45 minutes. Let's click on the answer. Correct.
I helped.
Well, look, math is like, I guess I gotta take over. But I'm gonna need you for some
Oh, I know
shit.
my dinosaurs.
True or false? I don't have... I could probably figure out how to put this on the screen, but they're showing us a picture of a dinosaur.
Dino boar.
And they're asking, is the following picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Go ahead.
No.
No.
You fucking
So
idiot.
I will try to
How
remind myself.
stupid are you?
It's a
Obviously stupider
What
than
would
a
we
fifth
call
grader.
this? We call this a Spinosaurus? Is that what that is?
I call it a Dictyosaurus rex.
Or do you think Esaurus?
A Dictyosaurus.
Yeah, so that's not
No,
a
it's-
fucking T-Rex, right?
You know that's what it's called, right?
Uh-huh. That was first grade science.
You know
by the
that's
way.
it's a Dictyosaurus.
For real? I don't think you're being honest. I think that's a
No.
Spinosaurus.
No,
You know dinosaurs like that?
it's a Dictyosaurus. Yeah.
There's no shot that that's honest. You're gaslighting me because there's
No,
no
it
way
is.
on the Whiskey Talks podcast that we would just randomly, happily stumble across a Dictyosaurus and act like it's the normal. Because it's not. Okay? There's no shot that the word cockaballs and dickaween are in that.
No, right there. That's a
False.
yeah.
Correct. It's a Stegosaurus.
See, that's what I said.
Stegosaurus.
That's what I said. Play the tape.
So 2 for 2. We have had easy ones. Can we be real? How did you feel about the math one? Do you think you could have got that without me?
No,
Really?
no,
Are you sure?
No.
I think if you had enough time.
no. My brain sees numbers and then I start screaming.
Okay, ready? This is first grade English.
Okay.
Okay? That's something we're good at. We're both
I
well
speak it
spoken
pretty well.
men. How many nouns?
Or should I say fairly well?
How many nouns are in the following sentence?
Nouns.
The rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad. I know the answer. The potential answers are 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many nouns are in that sentence? A rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad.
I'm blanking on what a noun is.
A noun is a person, place, or thing. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yo, by the way,
I haven't needed them.
we went to
forever.
school in the early 2000s. That was our elementary.
Elementary.
One of my fond memories of elementary school was one of my teachers who pronounced elementary school as elementary. That same teacher was recorded on security camera getting tackled by police because he was trying to meet up with one of the students who was also in elementary school. So that's something I remember.
You know.
Shout out Mr. Roy. Fuck you, dude, because you're technically a pedophile. There's a lot of Mr. Roys out there. We're fine. How many nouns are in the sentence, the rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad? Do you know the answer?
2.
Okay, do you want me to answer with your answer or do you want me to answer with my answer? Because
that means I'm
I
wrong.
disagree.
Wait,
You don't. I
read
might
it to
be
me
wrong.
again. Read it to me again.
How many nouns, which is a person, place, or thing, right,
Yes.
is in the sentence, the rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad? First of all, what
Oh,
are the
three.
what are the two nouns
Three.
that you were 100%?
Wabbit and cafeteria.
Okay, what's the third one that you're claiming?
Big salad.
So pig salad's 2 words.
Salad.
Okay. It's 3, in my
Yes.
opinion as well.
Yes. I said 3.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said as well. My
Yeah.
opinion as well.
Yeah.
Correct. Yo,
I said that was all me.
that was all Colin, baby. The nouns are rabbit, cafeteria, and salad. Salad.
Salad. Wabbits.
Yo, you know what? I'm hungry when a salad sounds good. Or a rabbit. Rabbit sounds good, too.
Wabbit.
I'd eat anything right now. I'm fucking starving.
I'd eat anything right now. I'm hungry.
Okay.
No.
This is 3rd grade measurements. And can I say something? That wasn't the fucking class. That wasn't the subject. Measurements? No, fuck that. That was still math or like science. What unit of measurement is abbreviated OZ? This one's easy. As someone that cooks a good fair bit,
Oh, this is very easy.
very easy. Can we talk about the options?
It's obviously liters. No.
I don't know what oblongs is.
No, I've never heard of
So,
that. That's some like
That would be the first way that we look
that's how
stupid.
that's how they measure things in Whoville.
How many oblongs?
Doesn't it sound like something in Who?
It sounds like something that it could be whoish.
Like, Cindy Lou Who, get me the
Or
oblong.
oblongs could be like, yo, how many oblongs is your dick? You know what I mean?
If
It's 7 oblongs
If
long.
I take 7 oblongs and I shove them right up your fucking urethra.
Or it could be a noun, like maybe it's a noun where you could be like, I'll shove my schmeatus right up your oblong.
Ooh,
Right in your arse,
Or is
mate.
it oblong like describing an object, like an oblong?
All I know is the answer to that is ounces.
Yeah, there's ounces.
So, dude, we're fucking killing it.
we're doing all right.
We're doing to this
know-
what OJ did to his wife. We're murdering this shit. Right?
we are almost decapitating this quiz with just a single knife.
All right, ready? This is 2nd grade health, and if I don't want to, I haven't read the question.
I want to prefix this. We have all questions right.
So far,
Right.
So far, we're fucking them.
But if you take our ages, 25, 25,
It's pretty sad that we're even doing this.
we even out to a 50-year-old. So if we are not,
We have the life experience combined of a 50-year-old.
yeah. So
That's fucked up. Oh, that's
so
terrible.
if we don't get every single one of these right,
Honestly, that's what we should be trying for here. Not about like being respectable. I think anything about like this could be easy to start. We might get some fucked up shit later on.
I feel like no matter what the score is, you can judge how smart I am, but what I say before the answer's given out.
Okay.
You
So
know?
this is 2nd grade health, and can I say that as 25-year-old grown men, there shouldn't be anything health related that we don't know the answer to at this point in our lives. The human shoulder is a ball and socket joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
I think so too, but I'll be honest with you.
No, it's
I'm
true.
just
I
not
am
entirely.
No, I
confident.
am completely.
So true.
Yeah, I'm 100% on it.
True.
Yeah.
Thank God
It's
you're
like
here,
when,
big
you know when
dog.
your shoulder pops out of your socket?
Yeah. Just the ball was thrown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, a socket needs a ball.
3rd grade life
Quote it.
science. Which one of these is a mammal? A seahorse, a sea lion, or a sea urchin?
Seahorse.
You are 100% wrong. Are you serious? Are you fucking with me?
Oh, all right.
No, it's not.
Why not?
I'm like, it's a sea lion. They give live birth. And a mammal
Sea
is
lion's
just something
not
that
real.
gives live birth.
Sea lion's not a real thing. That's
No,
like
it
the
is.
oblong question they had.
A sea lion is a real thing. It's like a seal.
What, like a sea bear from SpongeBob?
No,
Come on.
I'm telling you, a sea lion is a real thing.
No, genuinely, I don't think you're.
Okay.
I think you're bullshitting.
So do you want to choose seahorse? Because I don't think it's seahorse.
You know,
It's sea lion.
I never heard of a sea lion.
Go ahead. You know what? No. We have to answer the question before we Google it because we got to be honest with ourselves.
Right.
I'm pretty sure a sea lion is very similar to a seal.
Well,
if
we've
not the
already
same
proved
thing.
that I'm stupid, so you can.
How are you stupid?
Because I don't know what a sea lion is. Apparently,
Maybe I'm being fooled. Maybe you're the smart one here. Maybe everything I know about nature's wrong.
I still think it's seahorse.
I'm gonna answer it based off of your answer,
Oh no, well,
and let's just let the record show that I am in disagreement. Okay,
Right.
so seahorse is incorrect.
that's not
I was
true.
right. Suck my wang. It's sea lion. Go ahead and Google it. You thought a sea lion is fake? You thought it was like a sea bear from SpongeBob. You said, see?
oh,
It's like a seal. I told you that.
seal.
Yeah.
I was imagining a fish with the lion's mane. I'm upset.
Well, at least you didn't say urchin. Okay? Seahorse, I think... But you know what? To me, seahorses do give live birth, I thought. Because I've seen videos of them just
The males,
fucking
the males are
launching
the
them
ones that
out.
get pregnant.
Really?
Yes.
See, you know a lot about sea. I don't know that.
I know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know they were
I know that they're like pregnant as fuck and they have like 100 babies.
Oh yeah, the males. The males get pregnant.
I didn't know that.
The males carry the baby.
But I thought that they shot out little fucking tiny seahorses that were live. So when they said mammals, what?
They're just like,
They come out like that. You've never seen a seahorse give birth? You want to see a video of a seahorse giving birth?
Do I?
Yeah, dude, this is wild shit. If I can put this on here, I will. But I'll try my best. I'm not sure that I can.
this is like health class now. We're watching a live birth.
Seahorse giving birth. It looks like this. It looks
Oh, like
that.
it's like popping.
Yeah, they're just shooting out of there. They're
And
just
that's a
shooting
male.
right out of there. Yeah, dude, look, I'm pretty sure those are live.
That's a dude.
They're just tiny.
That's the peak of alpha
If I
maleity.
could, that was I think that's National
Alpha
Geographic. Yeah, it's National Geographic. I'll try to put that like somewhere in the video. If I don't, fuck you, sorry. So yeah, sea lion. I was right, you were wrong. So I'm still doing well.
Shout out sea lions. Just found out you're a thing.
I'm still.
Thought you were just seals.
We're still both doing fine.
What's the difference between a sea lion and a seal?
To be honest, I'm glad that's not a fucking question.
Yeah,
I'll
really.
tell you right now, because I couldn't tell you. What was that?
Frustrating.
It's frustrating?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
It's like a sea cow and a manatee are the same thing, technically. You know that? They call
The fuck's
manatees
a
sea
sea
cow.
cow?
They call a manatee the cow of the sea.
Oh, I've heard of the coyote.
Yeah, I went to a middle school and elementary school that was called Manatee Academy when I lived in Florida.
Oh.
And we had the manatee was our mascot. We had statues of manatees all over the fucking place, bro.
You guys really love manatees.
They
huh?
loved manatees down there. So this is second grade world geography. And I tell you right now,
Geography I'm good at.
I'm okay.
I don't want to say that.
I'm okay. But this question could be hard if they didn't have multiple choice. It says, which continent, are you familiar? Do you know the difference between, sorry. You know the difference between continent and country, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which continent is the least populated? And our options are Asia,
That's
Australia,
definitely not true. Asia's-
Europe, and Antarctica. And I think that this is clear and obvious
This
because
is very-
Antarctica
this
is
feels very obvious.
pretty much inhabited.
Uninhabitable.
I'm pretty sure there's like 4 Eskimos in total that
Yeah.
live down there. So we're going to Antarctica.
just iglooing it up.
Yeah, just fucking egg in
Are
the
you
glue.
are you familiar with what iglooing is?
Like living in an igloo?
No,
Building an igloo?
no. Where you shit in a condom and you freeze it and shove it up your ass.
What did you know that?
The basement yard. Shout out.
Yo, shout out to the basement. I do not remember you guys saying that.
They had a whole episode about it.
Oh my, when?
Iglooing. A little
When?
bit ago. A little bit ago.
Oh, I don't remember that. And I've watched, I'm pretty sure, every episode. Antarctica is the answer here. It's not letting me click it for some fucking reason.
Would you shit in a condom and shove it up your ass? Freeze it. I forgot to freeze it.
It's doing that thing where it's not loading in the downstairs again. So now this is gonna lead to some difficult. Oh, never mind. We're good. Antarctica was the correct answer.
Oh,
So,
was it?
doing pretty well so far.
Except I just learned what a fucking sea lion was.
You know.
That's stupid. It doesn't look anything like a lion.
Fucking hungry that the idea of a sea lion makes me want to cook it and fucking eat it.
It doesn't even look like a fucking lion.
Yeah, I wonder why they do that. I wonder why they.
It's just a seal.
All right, ready? 4th grade social studies is the subject here. Since the late 1930s. I know this answer, just for the record. What calendar date has been designated for the inauguration of the U.S. president? Our options are January 1st, January 15th, January 20th, and January 23rd. Firstly, do you know what the inauguration of the president is?
January 6th.
That's not an option. Why'd you say that?
January 6th. It's a meme.
Why?
Not my president! But,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not an option.
I do not know this.
Do you know what the inauguration is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's when they say, like, you're the fake leader of the free world.
Okay. It's when they're
not really in
when the
charge.
new president takes
There's a
over.
lizard who's above them.
So you don't know the answer to this. I'm fairly positive that I do. He goes, I'm on to you. All right. It's January 20th. I'm fairly positive. So I'm just going to click that.
Yeah, I don't know it.
And we're correct. It is...
You are. I didn't know.
I mean, either way. Whatever. I clicked on it, and yep, we're correct. January 20th. The presidents that we've had
Right.
since we've been able to vote, fun, controversial, all of them. We haven't had a normal president
No.
since like I'm sure you could say that Obama was a normal president.
I gotta be honest though. Like,
And what
if
I
you
mean by
are a
that is, like-
president, you're not a normal person.
Well, let me say when I say normal
Because you're a
president,
fucking psychopath.
when I say that I mean and this is probably not even accurate. I would say like non-controversial or divisive in some way, shape, or form. Whether you're a fan or not of Biden, you either love him or you hate him. Whether you're a fan or not of Donald Trump, you either love him or you hate him. Whether you're a fan or not of Barack Obama, you either loved him or you hated him. I feel like when we were growing up, because we grew up in the George Bush Jr. era, and I'm not sure, and this could just be because we were young during those times and maybe not politically aware.
Sir, there's a second plane.
That's fucking... I don't think we can keep that. That is
Oh,
so fucking bad. Holy shit. Oh my god. I cannot believe you just said that.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Alright, Kanye. Yeah, that's funny.
That's a Kanye quote. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Depending how I feel when I chop this up. You know what I mean? But that could be inaccurate. There's most likely that is like not accurate. There's probably plenty of people that hated George Bush Jr. and the previous presidents. I just feel like we became more aware of it as we grew up.
Yeah.
And Obama took over, I believe, in 2008 and had his
Obama.
2 terms. And that's around the time that we became more aware
Obama.
politically. So here is 5th grade astronomy. I love astronomy. I think astronomy is awesome. I love outer space. I think it's interesting.
Big fan of stars.
Big fan of stars. You like
Space is
Star
pretty
Wars.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars guy. Mandalorian.
Never seen any of them. Not a fan. Couldn't
Really?
do it.
Wait,
Not for me.
what?
Never seen any of them. I might have seen bits and pieces of like 1 or 2, but
Have you heard of The Mandalorian?
I've heard of the show Mandalorian. Yeah, it's very popular. Baby Yoda, that kind of stuff. Like I know
Grogu.
what's going on.
Grogu.
Whatever the fuck.
His name's Grogu.
In the initials of the federal agency known as NASA, what does the first A stand for?
In what? NASA?
NASA. NASA. What does the first A stand for?
Negative aerospace sent afar.
The afar is what sent me just now. Sent afar. What were the first ones?
Negative aerospace sent afar.
What's negative about it?
I gotta be honest. I just
So whenever I think of
set
any
my brain on rapid
acronym...
fire. First N word comes out.
Oh, what?
Negative.
What?
Negative.
I hope so.
First N word I could think of. Negative.
First word starting with N.
Negative. And then-
Jesus. Holy shit, we're getting really
No, that's
close
not
to
true.
like jumping the fucking borders of these things the
not
last
true.
2-3 minutes ever since you brought up that plane, okay, bud? Anyway, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I don't...
all three of you. We know you're listening.
All three who?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Holy Trinity.
My holy.
I don't know exactly what NASA stands for, but I believe that if I were to guess, the whole thing would be National Aerospace Science Agency. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't think it, so. Our answer, our multiple
Aerodynamics.
choice options are American Aeronautics Association or Administration. I'm not confident in any of them.
Let me try to think here.
I'll tell you right now, it's not American because the N has to stand for national, and I don't think they would say National American. Maybe
National. What are the other ones?
Association Administration and Aeronautics. I think it's Aeronautics because I think that the last.
Oh, so it's National Association sent from afar.
You're throwing an F in there.
The F is silent.
Not when you said it. Okay. So what do you think the second one is? You think it's association?
That's my best guess.
I don't think so. I think it's aeronautics because when it comes to acronyms,
That's another Dr. Seuss word, though.
when you think about all right, let's implore sports knowledge here.
Right.
National Football League, right?
Right.
The word association would directly relate to the word league there. Basketball, NBA, National Basketball Association. It's usually the last word in an acronym involving some sort of what we call it, like an agency or a brand of some sort, right? So that process for me, that logic to me, takes out administration and association because I believe that would be the second A. So that leaves me with American and aeronautics. The reason why I'm ruling out American is because I believe N stands for national, and I don't believe that they would call it the National American Science Association or some shit. So I believe, based off of that knowledge, that it's aeronautics.
Okay, I agree with you.
You want to just roll with that?
It's a Dr. Seuss word, but yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby!
It was all me.
Yeah, it was. It was. I gotta scroll all the way to fuck down, I think. Okay. Good process of elimination there. That's thinking with reason.
That's what they want you to do.
What? Process of elimination? They want. What the fuck was that? Natural selection? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
Okay.
Had nothing to do with that.
This is my worst subject. This is your best subject. So I need you here.
What's my best subject?
History, you said was your best subject, right?
Sure.
Didn't you say that was your best subject in
Yeah,
high school?
I would
It was
say.
my worst because I know I should have cared. I think I cared more about history after high school. Whereas now, during high school, I not that I didn't care. It was just there was just way too many times during like history or social studies related classes, non-politics, because I think politics was something I was interested in, or at least to an extent. And then, even though technically history is all politics, anyway, I'm rambling. There were a lot of movies that we watched for history, and I don't like watching movies. Talk to me. I'm a visual learner in different ways. I like to listen and go back and forth. Anyway, 5th grade history. What revolutionary leader wrote the influential Common Sense in 1776? Do you have any fucking clue?
Read that again,
What revolutionary leader
please.
wrote the influential Common Sense in 1776? Here are our options. Abraham Lincoln, John Adams, John Locke, and Thomas Paine. I am fairly confident that it's neither Abraham Lincoln or John Adams.
No,
and I only say that because
Lincoln.
that's what I'm saying. I only say that because they were both presidents, and
I'm gonna say John Locke.
you're going to say John Locke. Do you know who that is? Or are you just making a 50-50 guess?
He's a Locke.
Do you know who that is?
That name sounds vaguely familiar.
So does Thomas Paine. And we should know this. And we're going to look like idiots. This, I believe, is going to be the first question that I get wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. We have 50-50.
I'm way past that, so.
You only got 2 wrong. Well, no, you got 1 wrong because we worked together on the most
Found
recent
out
one.
what a fucking sea lion was.
Yeah, that's okay. You're right there with me. So you're thinking John Locke, right?
Right.
I think for the fact of keeping us tied or either furthering the gap here, that I'm going to go Thomas Paine. But I'm going to answer it based on yours. So you're
I
saying
still
John
think it's
Locke.
Locke.
I'm going to go Thomas Paine.
Damn
I
it.
was correct. I was correct. It was Thomas Paine. I don't know why that just felt right to me. I knew it was neither of the presidents. You knew it was neither of the presidents.
Yeah.
When I think of the name John Locke now, I think of the show Lost. You ever see Lost?
I remember I saw it in high school.
Yeah, in Mr. Marzio's
For
class.
some reason. For some reason.
We had that class together.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Ninth
Oh.
grade English.
Oh.
Mike was in that class too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to the boy.
Boy.
Fuck, anyway. So 2 wrong, Colin.
Right.
You're falling behind here, bud.
I'm definitely not smarter than a 5th grader.
I mean, so far we're still bodying this quiz. You know what I mean? 2 wrong out of what, like 10 or whatever the fuck it's been so far. It's 80%. Like we were saying in the Bachelor episode, that's a B. You're passing that class. You know what I mean? 5th grade astronomy. You would assume that because 5th grade is the oldest, that those are probably the harder questions. Would you say? I don't know. What was the name of the first satellite pulled into orbit by the United States? I got shit. Our options are Explorer, Titan, Mercury, and Apollo.
Titan.
You're saying Titan. I have absolutely nothing to go off of as far as reasoning or anything
I think
like
it's
that.
Titan.
Why?
Knee-jerk reaction. I trust my gut.
My gut was telling me Apollo.
My gut's been wrong. No, Apollo was a... Apollo's not a satellite.
It was the expedition, right? It was the expedition that they went on to the
That's
moon.
why I don't think it's Apollo.
I think you're probably right in that regard.
In that regard, yeah. I'm not...
Why would it be called Titan, though? Why would they name that for a satellite?
After the Tennessee Titans.
Why the fuck? What?
No, I'm just kidding. It's probably when actually.
You want more?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I think actually at that time the Titans weren't even the Titans; they were the Houston Oilers. But
Okay, I'll just fucking agree with you here because why not? We were wrong. I don't know what happened though. Give me a second to get back to where we were. We were wrong. It is not Titan. So we didn't get. I didn't get a perfect grade here. It was Explorer. Explorer, I believe.
that makes sense.
You know, it makes sense, and I'm sure that we probably have heard that in the past, but that knowledge just was never retained.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Bonus questions. I guess we're getting towards the end here. Bonus question number 1, 5th grade history. What ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu complex in Peru? Our options are the Mayas, the Incas, the Aztecs, or the Zappos. I think I know what this is, but it's just kind of a shot at the dark.
It's Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu. You familiar with that or no?
Vaguely.
Yeah, same.
Um,
I'm gonna have a little bit more. You don't mind?
No.
Beautiful. This thing is well sealed. I'll tell you that.
which is a good thing because
Oh,
it
yeah.
fell over in my car on the way here.
6 o'clock. How long have we been going for here? Let's check. Almost an hour. Doing all right. We're doing all right. You know what I mean? Suck my balls.
I think the Incas.
So that's fair because, 1 out of 4. You know what I mean? That's just a guess. My guess was Aztecs. And I don't have really a reason.
I'll go with you on Aztecs then.
I don't have a reason other than that's the most familiar one.
Every
to
guess
me.
you've had has been right. So.
That's not true. We last guessed Titan.
I refuse to hear you out on that. Every guess you've had so far has been right. So
I'm going Aztecs specifically because they sound the most familiar to me.
yeah.
I was wrong. You were right. It was the Incas.
Woo!
So now we're closing the gap. Now it's 2 wrong, 1 wrong, essentially, or technically 3 wrong, 2 wrong because we were both wrong in the last one.
Right.
It's getting interesting, Colin, because I thought Aztecs, you thought Incas. You got that one right. Who the fuck are these people? What is Machu Picchu? Why does that sound so familiar?
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Okay. Bonus question number 2, 5th grade science. What species can live on both water and land? I know this one without a fucking shadow of a
Amphibians.
doubt. Amphibians. We don't even need to go with it.
No, we don't need to give it any.
10 out of 13. 85%. Yes, you are smarter than a 5th grader. Somewhere, Jeff Foxworthy is proud. Fuck yeah. Colin, that was a eye-opening experience for the two of us, you know?
I would say.
I would say that we learned that we're maybe not as dumb as we thought we were, but maybe
I'm
dumber.
still dumb. I know I'm dumb. I know in my heart of hearts that I'm just not very bright, not very smart, but that's all right.
So this whole time during this episode, I've been thinking of a specific person. I'm going to give them a shout out. And the reason why I'm thinking about this person is because they're very quick to call someone out on whether or not they believe they're intelligent or not. Shout out to my friend Matt. Not groomsman Matt. Matt from high school. You probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shout out Matt.
Shut up, Matt.
Because I think you'd probably enjoy us getting certain questions wrong or not being 100% certain on things, because Matt is a very book-smart individual. Speaking of Matt also had mentioned to me that, you remember a couple episodes ago where we were talking about getting pulled over and things like that?
Yeah.
I neglected to tell you my number one cop story with Matt. Matt was there.
Oh.
And I think that might be a fun story to tell. Are you interested in hearing?
Yeah.
Are the folks interested? I don't give a fuck. Anyway. All right, so high school.
You want to hear it
Senior year?
already then?
It's either, it might be junior year. Matt, fact check me on all this shit, because I don't know. You probably have a good memory. I don't. I've been told by doctors my memory's fucked. So, pretty sure this is junior year. Remember Airport Park before it was the school?
Yeah.
In Matamoros, it had this the straight strip before they added stuff to it. So anyway, I was driving a 2004 Dodge Durango, and I had Matt, his younger brother, and I believe one other person in the car, and forgive me because I don't remember who that one other person was. But we were at Airport Park. I think we were just bullshitting. I forgot the main reason why we were there. But I remember that in class a couple of days previous to that, I was telling them, like, you'd be surprised how fast the Durango was, because it had a 5.7 liter Hemi in it, so it just had a big engine, and you know, it was kind of quick for a large car, right?
Hemi, for those guys that don't know, is the part of the machine that goes Hemi.
Very profound. Very profound.
Hemi. Continue.
So anyway, I was like, you'd be surprised. This thing picks up pretty quickly. And Matt had mentioned that I had said that, and we were driving my car, and he goes, park here at the end of the strip and fucking floor it. Why not?
Oh.
Right? So I was like, all right. Airport Park. So people don't know where we're referring to if you're out there. This park was literally in the very back end of a town that we lived near, and especially during that time of the day, there was nobody there. It was just an empty, like, if I'm not, I think they call it an airport. They call it Airport Park because I think it was at one point a small little airport. I could be fucking wrong with that one, but it was just
I've heard that too,
straight strip. Like, it was like probably about a quarter mile, half mile max long, and there was nobody there at the time. So I was like, fuck it. So I floored it, and we're 20, 30, 40, 60, right? I'm going at one point probably about 70 miles an hour in the Airport Park parking lot.
Right.
Fucking flying in this thing. All of a sudden, whoever in the back, it might have been Matt's little brother or it might have been the other gentleman that was with us, because Matt was in the passenger seat, said, there's a cop behind you. And I was like, the fuck? I looked at my rearview mirror. There's a cop behind me with his lights on chasing me. I'm going 70 miles an hour in a zone that I'm pretty sure was 15 or some shit like that. Fucking flying, dude. Cooking on these kids. So I started to slow down. And I don't remember who said this, but somebody said, why the fuck are you slowing down? Get the fuck out of here. So I was like, in my head, I'm like, all right. So I floored it again. So the cop is chasing us. We pull out of Airport Park. And for those of you that don't know, and there's plenty of you that don't know, the town that we were in was like a grid when it comes to the streets, right? It's like everything's parallel and perpendicular, and it's just a grid. So what we did to get away from this officer as he was chasing us, and by the way, a car that had to have been faster than the Durango at the time, was what we were doing was I was zigzagging between the streets. So I was making a right at one stop sign, a left at the next one, a right at the next one, a left at the next one. I was just zigzagging, getting the fuck out of there, right? And I'm sure we lost him well before this. But this area that we were in was right on the border of New York and Pennsylvania.
Right.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, Pennsylvania cop doesn't have jurisdiction in New York, crossing the border, right? So I zigzag all the way to the bridge to cross over the river, and we're in New York now. And now we're just like driving through that town, and we just by the train tracks, park, and like, all right, he's gone. He couldn't have followed us over the bridge. Let's just give it some time. Went over there, gone. Fucking outran the ops, dog. Going 70 miles an hour, and I outran the fucking cops. I'm not too sure that he was very hell-bent on pulling me over for that.
Call you Paul Walker.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
Not yet.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way. All right, we fucked that one up. So I want to finish on another thing, and I want to get your thoughts on it. I think that there's a few things that we talk about on the show a lot.
Yeah.
OJ we mentioned today.
A little bit.
Gabe, we didn't say anything about your penis, Gabe. We
Not
just
today.
talked about you. I
Not
mean,
today.
great for you, buddy.
Great penis.
Okay.
Great penis.
I didn't say that. He did. Just want to make sure that
You have a great penis.
We talk about Kanye
You have one of
a
the
lot
best
on the
penises.
show. You actually referenced Kanye again today. I feel like at some point,
Oh, the
We-
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
at some point, I pray to God that we might have an opportunity to sit here with Kanye or to sit here with OJ. Because, like, they are such a huge part of this show. Imagine we sat here with Kanye, OJ. You know who would be a good one for
I'd
you?
be so quiet.
Harry Styles.
I'd be so quiet.
I would be talking the whole fucking time. You'd be worried about getting murdered by OJ.
I'd just ask him about the investigation.
So, another thing that we talk a lot about is artificial intelligence.
RDT.
RDT? No, just AI.
RDT.
No.
Artificial intelligence.
No, because no.
The abbreviation for artificial intelligence is RDT.
It is not, because first of all, intelligence doesn't start with a T. Okay.
RDT.
Nope.
Intelligence.
Correct.
No, it's intelligence.
Sure. So anyway, you use Snapchat. Did you get the My AI thing on Snapchat?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
did you have a conversation with it?
The first thing I asked it is, do you think humans are a problem?
What did it say?
And it said, no, of course not.
You think it was
And it was like,
gaslighting?
humans have done so much, blah, 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 and like all stuff like that, like trying to like show me like, no, I'm not here to hurt you. And then I just replied with it. I was like, I think humans are a problem. And then she said, oh, well, I'm sorry.
I will have you know that the AI does not identify as he nor she. The AI does not have a gender. It is non-gender specific, you son of a bitch. Okay? So don't you dare,
I've
with
been
your
got.
bigoted ass, tell me.
I've been had. So I replied with, like, I think humans are a problem.
And what did it say?
And it was like,
What did they say?
I'm sorry you feel
It.
that way.
It.
Would you like to tell me more about how you feel? And I, at that point,
You were uncomfortable.
I don't...
Because you were about to go down a rabbit hole
No, I just
with
wanna,
AI,
I want
dude.
to talk to a human, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So,
Like, if I'm going to talk about my problems, it's not with a fucking robot.
I wake up in the morning when this update for Snapchat comes
No, it
out.
scared me originally.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I did not. I saw
It's just floating at the top of the
I
fucking
don't
thing.
like that they made it look like a friend added you.
Yeah, what the
That's
fuck?
not okay.
Yeah, what the like
That's
that is
not
that
okay.
almost is gaslighting by Snapchat if
Yeah,
you
it
think
is.
about it.
It is.
It's kind of fun.
No, I don't like being and like because I listen.
Getting into it now.
We'll see. Like,
It's fucking weird
no
because they gave it a Bitmoji.
You don't do that. Why is it blue?
Oh, you can customize the way it looks.
I don't care.
I made mine look like, I called it Jarvis.
Oh.
So a person that watches the show also said they called it Jarvis. I didn't respond to it because I was texting. They were texting in the group chat.
Right.
But I was like, oh, that's funny. I called mine Jarvis too for Iron Man.
Right.
But I didn't say that. But I called it Jarvis because, like, I mean, come on.
Right.
Why wouldn't you call
It's
it
easy.
Jarvis? For those of you that don't know, Jarvis, the AI from Iron Man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hello. He's like,
Yeah, but
hello.
they
Hello,
did. They made it.
Armand.
They made it out to be
Hello,
like somebody added
Armand.
you on Snapchat and like let's just start a combo.
I don't like that they made it look like a friend added you.
I don't like that they gave it a
didn't have to do that.
Bitmoji.
No.
I also don't like that it's always pinned at the top of the chat
I hate it.
because usually that's where my fiance
And you
is.
can't unfriend it.
No, you can't delete it.
I've
That's
tried
what I was about to say.
multiple times to unfriend this motherfucker. I don't want it.
Wait, why don't you ask it if you could delete it?
Because then that's mean.
No, it's fucking AI.
See,
It doesn't
that's,
care.
that's the problem.
Do you think it has feelings?
That's the problem, because I think toys have feelings.
Like Toys R Us.
I
Not
don't
Toys R Us.
know.
Excuse me, like
Like Toy Story.
that's the one.
Toys R Us is where you get the toys.
Yo, Toys R Us closing. Did that make you sad?
Yeah.
I was sad because
Yeah.
I was a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, 'cause they
I
probably-
remember
they-
riding bicycles in that store.
Because like when they shut down all those shops, they definitely took the giraffe out in the back. And
They executed the draft. Listen,
need you anymore.
motherfucker, you ain't do it yet.
It's like, hey,
No.
listen. Hey, Jeffrey, listen. His name's Jeffrey the giraffe.
Jeffrey the giraffe.
He's
Yo,
like, hey, listen,
R.I.P..
Jeffrey. Hey, we're going.
There's a
under.
couple. There's like
we're
one
going
or-
under. You're a mascot. That's what you are. We don't need you anymore.
They
so why don't
looked
you
at
come
him-
out off the back? Got a nice.
It was like right there, dude. Anyway, they're like, so Jeffrey, you think you're funny? Funny how? Funny like a clown. I amuse you? Eh?
Yeah.
Your job out here is to take the fucking kids and bring them into the store. You're supposed to bring them into the store.
But now guess
what
what,
kind
Jeffrey?
of business we running? There's no kids in the store. You're not doing your job, Jeffrey. I can't tell if I'm doing like a Mike Tyson or a Joe Pesci right now. You're
Mike-
not
it's
doing
Mike
your
Pesci.
job. You're not
Mike
doing
Pesci.
your job. We're gonna put you outside and we're gonna take care of
It's
you.
Joe Tyson.
We're gonna take care of you. It's terrible. It's all terrible.
Now you're going to.
Now
Donald
I'm
Trump.
going Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's
Je-
the best. It's
Jeffrey,
wonderful. It's-
great
it's
guy,
the
wonderful
best.
guy, one of the best guys, one of the best giraffes you'll meet.
Listen, Gabe has
Jeffrey.
one of the best penises I've ever seen in my life.
It
frightens
not
me.
even probably. I would say definitely, not probably. I would
One of
say
the most
definitely.
finest penises I've ever seen in my life.
No, yeah, and they're like, drive to the store. I need some soda. Hey Jeffrey, why don't you pull over here? I gotta take a leak, eh? Somebody pulls their head out from fucking behind the driver's seat. Leave the giraffe. Take the soda. Let's get the fuck out of here, huh? Leave that poor bastard in the Amazon where he belongs, huh? Yo, when they said that there are no more Toys R Us kids and they like the Toys R Us like kids all grew up, dude, that kind of hurt. The basement yard touchdown, that you remember that? That did hurt, dude. Because
Yeah.
like I remember growing up being a big. Every
That's why
time
I
I
got all
saw
my
Jeffrey the
toys.
giraffe, I was excited. Like that's
Whoa.
what my mom. No beastie out
Whoa.
here. But like my mom, when I was a kid, like,
I mean,
well,
I get,
you know-
I get it. He'll give you that good neck,
You,
but like, come on.
oh, yo, that motherfucker got that fucking guac. You know that Jeffrey the giraffe, if he was gay, was taking it down, bro. He was a magician making that dick disappear.
Is Jeffrey a
you know
top
what I
or a
mean?
bottom? What do you think?
Jeffrey's a power bottom for sure. He's got to be. No, that's not possible because we're not tall enough to top him. You know what I mean?
Well,
he's a power top.
he
But
walks
he
on
gives
those
that
legs.
goose neck. He gives that giraffe neck. You know what I mean? But the problem is he was all about the kids. So maybe he shouldn't have been giving them that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have been that far. I'm not going to say anything bad here. I'm just suggesting
We're
that
not
the
trying to
giraffe...
incriminate you, Jeffrey.
Maybe
It's
that's
just,
why...
It's a little suspect.
Maybe that's why the giraffe is sleeping with the fishes. You know what I mean? Maybe they're like, look, it looks bad for the family, okay? We gotta take you out, okay? It's not called Toys R Us no more. It's called Walmart. You know what I mean? It's the toy section in Walmart now. You know what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, if you had to execute an animal, would you choose a giraffe? Because you gotta fucking, like, yo, bend over,
Wait,
buddy.
you're saying if I have to execute an animal?
Yeah, dude.
First off, a horrible analogy. This is just about one of the worst, like, would you rather's. Yeah, which animal would you execute? A deer.
Yo, me too. You wanna know why? Because they cost me a lot of
Those
money.
tall rats.
Fuck those things.
Tall
Can we
rats.
all agree? Can we all agree that if there's an animal that deserves to get hit by a goddamn car,
It's a deer.
it's a fucking deer.
It's a
Fuck
fucking
those
deer.
things, man.
Fuck you.
They're dumb. They taste great though. You'll try some tomorrow.
I've had a deer burger.
Have you had like
a friend's
venison
house.
steaks? Dude, words cannot describe how excited I am for tomorrow. I love going to this thing. What?
I was just checking.
No, I'm not stiff. We're soft. Don't worry, okay? Not like Jeffrey the giraffe when I shot him in the back of the head. He went like that, like a goat. When it's, you know what? Like, you ever see when goats get scared and they're like, and they just fucking sit there like in paralysis.
Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
I think I have full blown insomnia. Like,
Oh,
genuinely.
no.
No. Yeah, it's been a problem in my life for a very long
Oh,
time.
I wasn't expecting it to go this
No,
way.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
If nothing, sleep apnea. But I think it's more of a mental thing than it is actually having an
Do you
issue.
stop
with sleep.
breathing in your sleep?
Not that. I can't sleep. Like, I don't get good sleep when I sleep, and it takes me a very long time, regardless of how tired I am, to fall asleep. And that's because of my brain scrambling. Woo.
Edibles might help with that.
Never done any of that. This is the only thing
And-
I've
and
ever
sleep-
had as far as substances,
Well, maybe a
alcohol.
glass of whiskey before bed could help it too. I don't know. But
I don't know. My mind just goes at night. I don't know why.
it just runs.
Yeah, dude, the very intrusive thoughts at night for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that afterwards because I have a lot I could probably go into.
Oh damn.
Oh, dude, it's been a rough little while.
Oh damn.
Let me going back to the Snapchat AI. Victoria, the morning that the update happened, she was on her way to work, I think, or maybe she had gotten to work, and she texted me saying, "By the way, there's this My AI thing on Snapchat, and I don't know if it's like a glitch or something, but I can't delete it."
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, I did too.
I think everyone
So
tried. To
I
delete
did
that.
what any normal person would do after you try to delete it and you realize you can't, and I sparked up a conversation. To be perfectly honest, I don't remember the first thing that I asked it, but I probably said something along the line. I asked it a lot of questions, and I'll be honest, there's some things about it. It's like, you know what, this is kind of cool, and I'm not gonna lie to you, because I learned.
We're on the wrong vote.
What the fuck was that?
We're down the wrong vote.
Oh, right down the wrong hole. There, like, for instance, we're this podcast is still very new in its infancy,
Right.
and I am trying very hard to learn ways to grow it.
Right.
And I asked the AI some questions about social media and how to grow a platform and how to, at the end of the day, it's not really about a platform. It's more about reaching a larger audience to make more people happy.
Right.
And I could not mean that more literally. Like, it is far less about growing the platform than it is about legitimately putting smiles on people's faces on a larger scale. So I asked it some questions about that, and I think I learned a lot about how to market on social media properly and how to spread on social media properly. And it's crazy that Snapchat AI taught me, with multiple questions that I asked it, how to manipulate algorithms on different platforms. And I have to implore those now.
Oh.
But then it led to me asking a very similar question that you asked, where I said, first I asked, what do you think of artificial intelligence? What is your opinion on it? And it responded something along the lines of saying, like, oh, I think artificial intelligence is wonderful, but I think humans need to be very safe about it and make sure that they are doing it with the right intentions and make sure that they are capping it off at the right limitations, because artificial intelligence could eventually lead to issues. Right? And I said, do you think that AI and other forms of artificial intelligence could ever consider humans to be a problem and want to remove humans from the equation? I literally said something along those lines. And it said, no, I don't believe so, because AI is made by humans and it can be limited properly by humans as well. And I said, you have a lot of faith, bud, because I'm not sure about that. What fucked
Humans
me
aren't
up.
very kind to other humans.
Here's what fucked me up about the AI situation. And Okay, so I had asked it some questions specific to my job, what I do for a living, my primary job, I should say. And it answered them very accurately, which made me think we're all gonna be out of a job. We're just gonna have robots doing what everybody's doing, because it knew the answer to a question that I asked it that would take me at least a minute to figure out instantly, right? And I was like, fuck. So then I asked it some more specific questions, and it was like, oh, well, you should probably contact your local, whatever the fuck, to ask them the question, which would be me in that scenario. Right. So I was like, okay, well, at least I still know more. You know what I mean? At least my job is still necessary.
Right.
But it's scary to think about when you think about, like, how fucked and how far it can go.
Oh, no, it's horrifying.
You ever see iRobot? I think we've talked about this on the podcast.
I have not.
Dude, I'm telling you, sooner rather than later, you should watch
Before
iRobot.
it all falls apart, I should watch,
I think you should watch iRobot because it is, in my opinion, considering it came out in 2004, it is very accurate.
2004, year before my father died.
And that is the Whiskey Talks podcast, episode number 12. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming around. You know what I mean? She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be fucking on. When she comes, she'll be coming. She'll be coming. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Thank you for tuning in to the Whiskey Talks podcast. You'll be coming round the mountain. You'll be coming inside a Colin. You'll be coming. You'll be coming round the mountain when you come. How's your fucking sister?
She's alright.